Hello everyone, Dave Kuda the Wine Guy coming to you from the Tasting Corner here at Kuda Coffee. Today we'll be tasting the Bauerhaus German Riesling, and we'll be talking a little bit about sweet wines. We'll be finishing the week off this Friday with our open house wine tasting from Friday from 5 to 9 p.m. And we'll be focusing on Rieslings from around the world. So make sure you join us this Friday from 5 to 9. So today we're going to taste Bauerhaus German Riesling. So this is a German Riesling, and it's listed as a medium sweet Riesling. So we're going to talk a little bit about sweet wines today and residual sugar. So there's really two ways that a winemaker can end up with a sweet wine. There's the right way, and of course there's the big production way. So most big production sweet wines are actually sweetened with a process called chaptalization. So chaptalization is where you're actually literally adding sugar to the wine to make it sweeter. So this could be corn syrup, it could be cane sugar, it could be unfermented grape juice. But one way or another, it's sort of an artificial way of adding sugar or sweetness to sweeten your wine. The right way to really make a sweet wine, what most good winemakers will do, is get their grapes nice and ripe, hence getting the sugar levels high in the grapes. And then using those natural sugars to sweeten the wine. So you'll notice a big indication of the sweetness of a wine is going to be the alcohol content. So we look at Rieslings. Typically Rieslings will be between 7 and 9%. The Bauerhaus here is 8%, so it falls right in the middle there. And if you compare that to a dry wine like a Chardonnay or a Sauvignon Blanc, you're going to find many Chardonnays have up to 14, sometimes even close to 15% alcohol. The reason for that is Chardonnays, Sauvignon Blancs, dry wines are fermented all the way through. So if we step back for a moment and talk about the process of fermentation, just to break it down, fermentation really is just simply yeast eating sugar and turning those sugars into alcohol, which is why drier wines will have a higher alcohol content and of course less sugar content. So the right way to make a sweet wine is for the winemaker to stop the fermentation process by dropping the temperature in the fermentation vat to get that process to stop, and that will keep some of the residual sugar, which is what we call it in the business, residual sugar, or oftentimes we'll refer to it as RS. And that's the sensation you feel on the tip of your tongue. That's how you can really tell how much RS, or residual sugar, is in a wine, from that sensation on the tip of your tongue. So we're going to jump right into the Bauerhaus Riesling. Beautiful blue bottle. Everybody loves the bottle, remembers it because it's so beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and crack this open. Maybe. And of course we're going to taste using the 5 S's. So we'll start with C. So one of the things is, as I talk more about the 5 S's and about how to taste wine and really get the full experience, I'll continue to educate and elaborate on the 5 S's. So when I do the C, it's always helpful to have a white background, whether that be a white tablecloth or a white napkin or even just a white piece of paper. And this is really going to give you a better perception of the color. So we've got a very light color on this Bauerhaus. It's really a light wine. It's a beautiful spring or summertime wine. We're going to get it iced down as cold as we can get it. And as we get it on the nose, we find those beautiful white stone fruits, a little bit of peach, some melon scents, little cantaloupe and watermelon. And then as we get it on our palates, again, it just fills our mouth with that beautiful white peach, a little bit of apricot, and it finishes. Very important with sweet wines is that they have enough acidity to balance out the sweetness. And in this case, it finishes nice and sharp with that nice bit of acidity to refresh your mouth and get you ready for the next taste. So enjoy the Bauer Haus Riesling. All week long we'll be tasting this here at Cuda Coffee, and make sure you join us this Friday evening between 5 and 9 for the Riesling Taste-Off. We'll be tasting Michigan Riesling, Washington State Riesling, and of course German Riesling. So we'll look forward to seeing you there. Of course, while you're here, you can purchase one of our Riedel glassware. We have the beautiful tasting glass, very elegant stemmed tasting glass. And now we have the stemless. These are wonderful for the backyard, for barbecues, for a little more casual events where you don't want to be so formal. So stemless are $8 a piece, and the stemmed Riedels are $10 a piece. We'll look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great week.